Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Supreme Rule Ultimate Roman Restoration. And in previous episode we took out Grozny. It was a bit of a fight there and we started pushing a bit further out. I think today we'll try to focus a bit more on the western area here, or northwestern area here. If we can start pushing towards Rostov, that'd be nice, and Stalingrad, and Astrakhan. I mean, Astrakhan is certainly a place that we do need to take. It does have a barracks and airfield. Now, to be fair, there would be some nice oil fields outside as well. But I wonder, let me quickly check. Would they accept peace? Nope. Never mind then. They probably won't accept a peace anyway. Luckily, our self-imposed goal for this run doesn't involve us being at peace. We just need to have Axis control of the Mediterranean, which we already do majority of it, but not everything. Let's get some of the artillery a little bit closer. Now, did we get... We got almost a full group here. Actually, not quite there. Over there is probably a little bit better, and then we can move in the artillery from here. This artillery from here can probably move a little bit as well. On the other hand, if we set up a garrison here, which we already had a tiny bit, we can increase it a bit further. We can use these groups to actually fight their way towards Astrakhan. There would be a little bit industrial complexes here, but they don't have anything important in them, so I don't think there's going to be huge garrisons in there. But it's just a matter of attacking quickly, and we should be fine. Right, but we don't actually have all that many extra troops here. I mean, we could probably send down this group. First send them to be repaired over... go repair over there, thank you. Well, this group that can probably start moving a bit further down there to expand or extend our front line here a tiny bit. And these two move up here, take out the next garrison. I mean, the infantry over here is rather experienced, at least the motorized units. Especially now that special forces arrive, those garrisons are going down rather swiftly. Which is fine by me. There we go. Move in there. Slowly capturing this region as well. Still have... Oh, right, we got more special forces here. Excellent. Let's start moving over here. Right, so we got these... Oh, we did actually have some special forces in here still. I was not aware. Move it down that way at least, and then we got the tanks and such over here, which we can start gathering up for an attack on these industrial complexes there. Not that they're going to be very useful for us, but they have a potential. Let's just put it that way. Capture a little bit further along the railway here. Hopefully our supplies can keep up. Because that would be sad if it didn't. We can probably move these down that way. A bit more infantry available, and lost some territory due to lack of supplies. This infantry, I'm just gonna send these regular infantry to be scrapped. I don't need them anymore. The Marines will be plenty over here holding this line for the time being. Guys, move there. The reinforcements will arrive. Okay, so we got another tank here. Still missing one more for that crew. We'll leave this as a bit of a reserve here, defending Grozny. We are actually getting some money now, which is rather nice. We did lower some of the social spending between... at some point at least. I'm not sure when I actually did that. It's been a while. It wasn't during this session though. It was probably about 7-8 episodes ago. Right, let's move up the infantry there. We'll actually use just the regular infantries to take out the garrison now, and the artillery of course. Now this group can start moving closer towards the airfield. It's probably going to be a decent bit of garrison there. There we go, and the garrison start being... well, yeah, they are being annihilated. Saying a little bit air force here, but not doing a huge amount of damage, to be fair. Keep on moving the artilleries and such to stay close. How are we doing in terms of industrial? Okay, well, industrial goods 13,700, and military goods, so we actually have a tiny stockpile still, not a very large one though. We'll actually move the artillery over there, so if and when they have planes leaving off from there, our artillery or the anti-aircraft guns should be able to shoot them, at least in theory. In practice, not necessarily. Right, we got some units moving up over there. This is still within... yeah, going over there. We did kind of lose some of the stuff here, but the supply lines are holding for the time being. That Astrakhan is still rather far away. So this might take a while, but if we capture those two... that... actually probably not going to give us all that much, to be fair. Right, these troops... do have supplies, so why don't we just move them up there? We'll see. I mean, we may take a fair bit of casualties here. Still got... okay, actually, our entire military is over 1 million now, and we got 100,000 reserve, which... in all honesty, is not very much. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Well, these troops moving there. Start moving over there. And these marines move up there. And the garrisons... yeah, over there we're doing fine. Over here we are taking a fair bit of casualties. The enemy garrison is not very strong there. Since we have a bit of a lack of supplies right now, which we should try to avoid in the future. How? Oh! We're already doing more than 50% of what we need for our oil production. That's partially because we probably repaired a bit more over here. The supply levels I haven't actually improved all that much. Another 2 escorts and patrol boats here. Start moving them towards Toronto, I suppose. We have a lot of troops over here waiting to be transported. I'm not sure where I'll actually transport them, because right now I think the situation in... oh, right, we have built one of the platforms over here, or oil derricks over here. We'll keep on building the next one as well. Sure enough, it's a bit expensive, but at the same time it will improve the oil production, and it's in a loyal area at least. Oh crap, you pull back. We'll send this supply truck down there, so they can actually keep on fighting. Meanwhile, These can keep on moving. That should fall to us. Also, we can move in this artillery a little bit closer. They're fighting surprisingly fiercely over there. Have they actually managed to get some of their supplies back then? They are actually meeting a fair bit of their demand now, oddly enough. There's 2 more garrisons holding on. Infantry over here is doing fine. We'll probably use... Hold on, we did get these. We can send this one to be repaired again. And then we can replace one of these over there. And one of these can actually join that group. Okay, so we finally captured the airfield. We do need to send a fair bit of these troops to be repaired now. It was a bit of a bloody battle there, but oh well. And these troops, we've got a little bit so we can capture a bit more. We got the warhead anti-tank effectiveness. Ooh, understanding DNA. Well, that would be nice. Vaccine research. It's a bit of a long research, but we'll do that. There's modern medical X-rays. Also do that one. Automated assembly lines. Sounds nice. Right, do we have the supplies? Barely. Keep on moving. We'll slowly inch our way towards the industrial complexes there. Right, in the meanwhile, these 2 groups can probably take it. Actually send you in there. And special forces that were sent to be as reinforcements have arrived. More or less. Send in the artillery over there. Another artillery there. These can move up over this way, and you move over there. But we'll capture some coal mines here as well. And we captured a spy from the United States. Right, we do have a bit of troops here now. Why don't we start moving our troops, and we'll take our Sochi and we'll take out the oil fields there, while the other group will kind of clear out anything over here. This group will go all the way to the oil fields here, and we'll basically capture a fair bit of land here. We want petroleum price to go down. We can't quite afford that yet, but we're already producing 200,000 barrels per day. Which, well, yeah, is about 4 out of 7. So a decent bit. As our GDP is currently going slightly up, but it's gone down a fair bit comparatively. On the other hand, I am Italy. It's not really a surprise. Right, let's send in the Fiats over there. They might be able to flank us over here, but I don't think they have a huge amount of supplies. They have a little bit. Right, what about... still 1%. I'm gonna risk it. Move up there, take out the industrial complex, and then take out the next one once you've gotten the supplies all the way there. Or in there. Speaking of supplies, how... okay, we have a tiny stockpile still. Industrial goods demand is 14,000. And then some. Oh, those are going to be scrapped. Fair enough. Let those get a little bit closer before I send these, because these will be traveling on the road, I think. Oh, or not necessarily. But yeah, we'll capture that, then we'll capture those. In the meanwhile, do we have... This group is probably ready to move out again. As well as this one. And this one. Yeah, the artillery is moving. Oh, hello. And goodbye. Okay, so we did capture that. Now, it's gonna take a while before the supplies actually spread out, but we will be fine. What about it? Oh, surplus and supplies there. Now that is a problem. What I might consider is perhaps setting up some supply depots over here. At least two of them over there, actually. We capture a spy from Soviets, okay. Not actually using the spies all that much ourselves. I know that they can be useful, just haven't bothered really. Well, I think we can take those out rather easily. Just keep on moving with the infantry and everything will be fine. Now there is a bit more oil over there. The less oil the Soviets have, the better, of course. I'm not sure if that's actually having a huge impact on them yet. Production. Their demand is much higher than their production. Interesting. I mean, to be fair, they did lose a decent area. Move up there. These can probably start moving over there. Getting a tiny bit of reinforcements from there. Oh, right, they're using the railway instead. Fair enough. It's actually perfectly reasonable. Gather up over there again. How are we doing in terms of supplies here? Probably not very good. No supplies at all. Just grab the infantry, excellent. We're taking out the garrisons here without any problems, really. Now, how is things over here in the Eastern Front? Or the Soviet Western Front, to be fair. Oh, and have they actually... They have lost that one. I think. So they will be losing a bit more control over here by the looks of it. Which is fine by me. Now, at this point, we are producing enough oil that we don't need to be buying it from everyone. We do need to buy still a little bit, just not all that much. Especially once we get a bit more of these repaired. Which we are kind of working on, just not very quickly. The supply depots have been worked on quite nicely though. Once those are up, the supplies over here will increase quite dramatically. Probably going to be around 80 to 90%. Which means that we'll be potentially tripling our production in this region. At least doubling. Might gather up the troops there. Still got some troops that are being repaired, which will take a while. Well, these, we can probably move this over there. We'll capture the oil field. I mean, it's not a huge boon for our production, but it will probably help a little bit. Not far away from the barracks there, which is bound to have some troops that we've beaten back a little bit. Well, that's actually a much bigger garrison than I expected, but the fight is over already, so it doesn't really matter. And we didn't actually... Okay, well, there was a tiny bit of damage on the installations, but not too much. These two can probably keep on moving over here. Send in some of the artillery down that way. This artillery can help taking out the airfield here. Over at sending the planes out. Right, we should probably keep on advancing here as well. That includes the artillery. But right now the situation is actually rather peaceful. I mean, we still have a little bit troubles here with the supplies, but that will be fixed eventually. And in the meanwhile, we'll just capture as much of this area as we can. Which, to be fair, we can capture quite a bit. We'll wait a little bit longer. Now that's probably not going to be producing all that much oil. I actually wonder, has Libya been able to produce? They have been working a little bit, I think. Well, no, I might be mistaken. Okay, the garrisons are going down, excellent. In the meanwhile, we'll send in these special forces to clear out the next one over here. Japan is offering coal, sure, I'll take that. These special forces can move up here. I'm a rather poor supply over here. We have been moving up rather quickly, to be fair. Okay, I think our submarines in Belgium are doing, well, outside of Antwerp, I think, are doing a decent job there. Now they do have a bridge over there, which we do need to take. Meanwhile, these troops can probably move to the next industrial complex. And we do have another tank available there. Move up these troops over there. Still a little bit garrisons left there, but the special forces are taking it quite nicely. Okay. Move out the artillery a little bit. Do you have another marine that we could... Oh right, we were combining it with that. It's fine by me. Construction interrupted. There's going to be a fair bit of garrisons in these two, but that's not really the problem. They won't have all that huge defensive bonuses. We're getting another tank design soon. Right, so far... Oh, we actually had a marine down here. Why don't we send you down this way? It will probably take you forever, but we'll get there eventually. So we are going to kill that engineer by the looks of it. There we go. He's kind of trying to move on, but... Oh, right. We do have a bit of shortage of supplies by the looks of it. I mean, we have a tiny bit of shortage of oil or petroleum, but we are kind of working on that. Especially as soon as we get more of these repaired and all that. And the supply depots are being worked on quite regularly, actually, by the looks of it. Which is good in the long run. Also increases a lot of other productions there. What are we bombarding? Oh, right, the garrison's there. Actually, no, you can move up there. I hope... Okay, we got a tiny bit of supplies here, just not very good supplies. That might prove to be a problem. Let's send in these over that way. Special forces should be able to take out the garrisons without a problem. Over here the garrisons are already faltering. And that's going to be another set of oil production for us. Not a huge amount, to be fair. I don't think the supplies over in this region are going to be anything stellar, but it will help in the long run. Let's move up the artillery down here. Oh, we are actually right outside of Maikop. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much of resistance over here anymore, which is probably the reason why I don't think I'll go beyond, like, this line at least. Other than maybe take out tiny bits and pieces. The majority of it will be, I mean, technically at this point I could declare war on British, but I don't have the troops to actually do anything about it, so I'd rather not. We can gather up some troops over there. We have built a bit more special forces over here, which will be useful. Especially capturing the Suez. Have they... No, they stopped working on the port there, which is a bit of an issue. But anyway, we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.